Most people think saving $1,000 is nothing. Just $1,000. You can't retire on it. You can't buy a car with it. You can't even take a decent vacation with it. But here's what nobody tells you. That first $1,000 is not about the money. It's about what happens inside your brain when you have it. And once you understand that, everything about how you handle money will change forever. Let's talk about what life looks like without any savings. You're living paycheck to paycheck. The month ends. The money ends. You start over. Then something breaks. Your car, your phone, a medical bill, and since you have zero saved, you do the only thing you can. You put it on a credit card. Now you're paying 24% interest on a $400 repair. That $400 turns into $600, then $800. This is called the broke cycle, and 64% of Americans are living in it right now. Not because they're lazy, not because they don't earn enough, because they never had that first $1,000 buffer. Here's where it gets interesting. When you save your first $1,000, something shifts in your psychology. Researchers at Harvard call it the financial security threshold. It's the point where your brain stops operating in survival mode and starts thinking long-term. Before $1,000, every financial decision is driven by fear, anxiety, short-term thinking. After $1,000, you start seeing options. You feel less desperate. You make better choices. It's not magic, it's neuroscience. When you're broke, your brain is constantly in fight or flight. Studies show this literally reduces your IQ by 13 points when it comes to financial decisions. But with even a small cushion, that stress disappears, and smarter decisions follow. Dave Ramsey calls the first $1,000 your baby emergency fund. Here's why it works. Before $1,000, one unexpected expense destroys your entire financial plan. After $1,000, that same car repair, that same medical bill, that same broken phone doesn't touch your life. You write a check, you move on. No credit card debt, no interest, no setback. That's not a small thing. That is the difference between building wealth and starting over every 3 months. Here's something nobody talks about. Saving your first $1,000 is actually the hardest $1,000 you will ever save. Not because of the amount, because of the habit. Before you saved $1,000, you had no proof you could do it. No evidence, no confidence. After $1,000, you have proof. And proof is the most powerful motivator in personal finance. You stop asking, can I save money? And start asking, how fast can I save more? Studies on habit formation show that once a new financial behavior is repeated consistently for 66 days, it becomes automatic. Your first $1,000 forces you into that 66-day window, which is why people who save their first $1,000 are statistically far more likely to reach $10,000, $50,000, and beyond. The money compounds. But first, the habit compounds. So how do you get there? 3 steps. Step 1, cut one big expense this month. Not forever, just this month. Cancel one subscription. Skip 2 restaurant trips. That's probably $80 to $150 right there. Step 2, open a separate savings account. Not a wallet, not cash under your mattress. A separate account you don't look at daily. Out of sight, out of mind. Step 3, automate a transfer. Even $50 per paycheck. You won't miss what you never see. At $50 a week, you hit $1,000 in 5 months. At $100 a week, you're there in 10 weeks. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to be consistent. $1,000 won't make you rich, but it will do something more powerful. It will prove to you, for the first time, that you are someone who saves money. And that identity shift, that's worth more than any stock, any investment, any side hustle. Because once you believe you're a saver, you become one. If you want to know what happens after your first $1,000, how to turn it into $10,000, then $100,000, that video is right here. Subscribe. Because this channel is where your money education actually starts.